What's up, New Horizon? Welcome to something a little unorthodox today, although lately that's something I've been pretty good at doing, is things that are unorthodox. You see, today we're playing some, what is it? PowerWash Simulator? Not gonna lie, y'all, this has low-key been like my, very cathartic experience for your boy, while we're doing things. So, yeah. But anyways, listen, we gotta have a talk, guys, because there's some stuff that we gotta figure out with what we're doing with this channel. And by we, I mean mostly me, but also like we, because we together are collectively a family. And at the end of the day, families will look out for each other, right? Yeah, of course they will. So I gotta ask, you know, what do you guys want to see on this channel? And I asked that question because a lot of my time lately is spent on my horror channel and my racing channel. I should probably link those down below in the description. And if I don't, somebody needs to make an honest man out of me and tell me to fucking plug it in the thing. But like on the real, y'all, like I haven't the foggiest really of what I need to do for content for you guys, because at least on this channel. And I know that sounds bad. It's not meant to sound bad in any way, shape, or form. But it's a conundrum that's like very real, where it's like I love playing games. I love doing the things that I do, but I love too many games. And a lot of the games that I'm able to put a lot of real time and energy into right now are the games like my racing and my horror games over on my two channels. And so, my thing is that, that being said, I find myself not really having a lot of time for content over here on this channel outside of just like streaming like new story games that might come out, or Assassin's Creed or Final Fantasy 16, shit like that, you know? I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with those for me, because I love playing those games on stream. I think it's personally a little more effective for me to play those games on stream than it is for me to play them in terms of like a playthrough. But let's be real, that as a playthrough would take fucking forever. It would take time that I don't have. And I already have a very, very, very limited amount of time. If any of you know anything about my job, y'all already know that your boy, 9 times out of 10, works 6 days a week. I have at least one double a week. And it can be very, very challenging for me to get things done and to get things recorded. It's truly a pain in the ass. But I love my job. I would not give my job up for anything. It is probably easily one of the best jobs that I've ever had. And I've been in the workforce for a few years now, okay? This old boy, he's seen some things, okay? Y'all might not believe it, but I am, in fact... Wait, okay, hold on. I didn't know I had to fucking get those signs off. That's gonna be something to figure out then. Your boy is in fact much older than you may think. Now, in terms of how old you think I am, well, you know what? I'm going to leave that to you to speculate, because I don't really feel like disclosing that right here or right now. It's not really the time or place. Not that it's anything for me to necessarily be ashamed of. But man, when I tell you... listen, I'm going to be so fucking for real with you guys. If you are young, treasure that shit. Take your time with being young, okay? Because holy fuck... does it just, in an instant, gone. It is fucking gone. How do I get rid of you? You are gonna piss me off. Ah, okay. That's how we do that. Okay, well, I figured that out on my own. Yay, I know how to solve puzzles. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, cherish being young, guys, because your life will pass you by in an instant. And then you'll be me, being like, wow, where did X amount of years of my life go? Have I really been doing things for as long as I have? Because I've been doing gaming content since like 2018, okay? This channel is a culmination of a lot of things. A lot of things. And this channel is the OG channel. The racing channel and the horror channel are more recent additions. I actually started those, I want to say back in like December. No, not even. Way earlier than that. Maybe like February, March. It's been a while since I've had these channels. And it's been a joy doing them. I love doing them. Holy shit, do I love doing them. WRC, fucking fantastic. I'm so sad about that game. I'm truly, truly sad about that game. And I wish it wasn't discontinued in support the way that it has been. Same with Forza, you know? Forza was finally getting good. Like, I loved Forza 2023 from day one, okay? I know a lot of people had their issues with it. I had some issues with it too, but I loved the game for what it was, and I didn't think it was that bad. Other people, not so much. They had their gripes, and some of them were rightfully so, but even still, you know, it really wasn't that bad as people made it out to be. It was very manageable, and it was still very fun. And it only got better. And if people were just a little more patient with the devs, then who knows what could have happened. But anyways, I'm off on a rant right now. So here's what I want to talk about. So I want to figure out a direction for this channel. Because what I'm thinking about as the possible direction for this channel truly is just that this is going to be a live stream channel for all of my variety games. Any games that I play that aren't themed directly towards horror or racing, all going to end up right here. Because that's truly... It's truly where most of my passion and my energy is going right now, is to that kind of thing. And, you know, for me, that's okay, but also it's not just about me on this channel. It's like 90% about me. No, okay, I'll be more realistic. It's 50% about me, 50% about you guys, what you want to see. Possibly a little less if we want to be sort of realistic, but I'm also a very generous guy, and I know that it's not just me in terms of content creators and all that jazz, but like I very much care about what you guys would want to see and what you enjoy watching. And there's a lot of you, and I know a lot of you have either come from when I was doing my variety here, or you came from when I was doing other things, or when I just started doing what I'm doing here now. But even still, I want everybody to be happy. And I know you can't please everybody. And it do be like that sometimes. But even still, as somebody who truly cares about what he does and playing video games as much as he does, I want to make people happy. So, that being said, here's some ideas that I have for for games that I would love to do more content on. Monster Hunter Wilds. I love Monster Hunter Wilds. I have always loved Monster Hunter, ever since I played Monster Hunter Freedom 2. And then I never had any of the consoles to play the other ones, so I didn't get to touch Monster Hunter again until World came out on the Xbox One. And I was so happy. I dropped like 420 hours into Monster Hunter World. It was crazy. But, and this is a big but, I'm not really sure where to take the direction of the content for Monster Hunter other than live streams. Because truthfully, a lot of the content for Monster Hunter that I have left is grinding. Like, a fuck ton of grinding. Right? Like, I have the talismans to grind for, I have fucking builds that I need to grind out still. I just started my Switch Axe build, and I think it's already mostly done, but even still, my defense for all of my armor sets is fucking trash. Because I'm getting bodied by these 9-star monsters. I don't know if any of y'all are where I'm at with these 9-star monsters, but I'm getting fucking bodied by them. So that's something that I definitely want to work on. And so I'd love to make content on that. I'm just not sure what kind of content you guys would want to see with Monster Hunter Wilds in terms of content like that. So that's something that I would love for y'all to let me know about. PowerWash Simulator. High key, I thoroughly enjoy games like this. I didn't think I would. I really didn't. And I have put quite a few hours in this game, honestly. It is very enjoyable. And so I wouldn't mind making content on this game, but I would want to know what kind of content y'all want to see on this game. Because it can't just be silence of me fucking cleaning shit. I don't think you guys would want to see that. Unless you do, and I'm just, you know, misjudging the kind of stuff that you guys actually want to see. So then, like, you know, I will put my foot in my mouth and do that kind of content. But again, I won't know if nobody tells me. And I know a lot of people might be like, Jared, make the kind of content that makes you happy. And I get that. But here's the thing. I'm old, okay? And something you guys need to know about old people, at least people like me, is that the older I get and the more things that I have going on in my life, the less brain capacity I have for creativity. And I hate that. I hate that I feel like I cannot be creative anymore. Because when I was a young little whippersnapper, I was a creative motherfucker. I could come up with things for days. Now, it's a fucking struggle. It is the biggest struggle bus that I have ever driven in my life, and I can't fucking stand it. But it is what it is. As of right now, I have no choice. So I kind of have to deal with the hand I've been dealt until I can get things figured out, right? So, with that being said, any creative ideas or directions from the people that I value, i.e. my community, would be greatly appreciated. Because it would just make our lives easier. It would make everybody's lives easier. That's cement. So, please let your boy know if you have any ideas of things that you want to see on this channel in terms of this game, the other games, Wilds, shit like that. Let's see, what other games would I genuinely not mind making content for? I'm just kind of getting like a normal spray down right now, just so I have a little bit easier of a time getting all that dirt and grime off the railings and the poles and shit. Okay. Now that that's done, I can come back here and do this. Right? Yeah. See, look at that. Car. Like a dog. But yeah, man, I'm just in a creative rut right now because I'm very passionate about these other games on my other channel. Like, I love doing endurance racing right now. That is my newest obsession in terms of motorsports, because I had to find a void to fill once WRC went. So I chose one of the most time-consuming motorsports, endurance racing. It's in the fucking name, where races can span anywhere from like 30 minutes to 24 hours. I don't think I'd ever do an actual physical 24-hour race without like 2 other real people playing with me, because that's how it works in real life anyways. But like, you know, I'm very passionate about that. I think it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun trying to make content on it. You know, the movie Gran Turismo inspired me and all of my love for sim racing. So it's a very new thing for me. So that's that. And then horror games, how can you not love horror games? And I get, there's some people out here who are like, I can't do spooky. I respect it. I don't. No disrespect whatsoever. I understand. Some people just can't do spooky. That's okay. Like my girlfriend doesn't like spooky. Breaks my heart a little. But she at least goes to Halloween Horror Nights with me. And for that, I'm very grateful. Because I love Halloween Horror Nights. It is currently Halloween Horror Nights season at the time of recording this episode of whatever the hell this is going to be. And let me tell you, I'm super excited. I haven't been yet. It's the year of Five Nights at Freddy's, Terrifier, and Jason universe. And holy shit, dude. It's going to be so awesome. I'm so excited. But yeah, I love doing horror games. There's so many out there, especially now that I have access to, or well, now that I have a gaming computer that can really handle recording and playing games at the same time. You know, it's great because then I get to access all of these games on Steam, and I've gotten to experience so many fantastic indie horror games. Like some of these indie creators, man, are they're out here just killing it. They're doing so damn good, and it's crazy. Like Emeka Games, I don't know if you guys have ever played anything from Emeka Games. He did like Summer of '67, I think it's called. He did Father's Day. He did several other games, and like they're just so good, and they were so fun. So yeah, I don't know. I've gotten to play a lot of really great games because of that, and so like my passion for horror gaming is very, very high up, and I just like to do playthroughs of things. Why does this look terrible still? Did I really just like neglect this side entirely? I sure did. Boy, this house, the dirt and shit on this fucking pole, nasty. Fucking nasty. So yeah, anyways, my point is, and it's totally fine if we don't get really any ideas or if there's not too much that you guys think you'd be interested in seeing from me, but like there's a good chance that this channel could end up turning into just the live stream channel where anything that isn't horror or racing will get streamed, and that'll be that, you know? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I really don't have as much time as I would love to have to be creative and record things. At least while working a full 9-to-5 job, making the money that I make, which is super important because the money that I make is very, very helpful and lucrative. Because, you know, Steph and I are getting ready to move. I'm getting ready to make a very big life decision. And it's just very important that I have the proper funds available to be able to make these decisions. And if I don't have, you know, actual paycheck from YouTube or Twitch or whatever, it's obviously not a smart idea to quit my job to fucking pay for this shit. Because I need my job. Okay, look at that. I'm just crawling around on my belly like a snail. You know, it's funny, I thought I had more to say on the topic, of what to do with this channel or what the plans might be with the channel in the future down the line. But there's only so much I can do. I think truly. And it sounds sad. Like, okay, I know we have PowerWash Simulator 2 coming out soon. And I will 100% be playing that game. Possibly just in my free time. But if that's a game that you guys might want to see content on, that's something I wouldn't mind just doing, like, content for, I suppose. But, like, I also would kind of need just a quick idea of how you guys might want to see that content delivered, because, you know, some of these washes, like this wash, I've actually been at this wash for 2 hours prior, because I started this house on a stream, and then however long I decide to do the wash for on this video, I don't know if I'm going to finish the entire house on the video, because there's still a lot. Like, I have to get this entire backyard, and then I got to get the roof. And that's a lot. It's very much a lot. So I don't know that this will get finished here on this video per se, but it is what it is. But yeah, the PowerWash Simulator 2 comes out soon, and I wouldn't mind doing that as a video series if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. I know Grounded 2 is out, and I currently don't have room for Grounded 2 on my Xbox right now, but I am working on clearing out some of my hard drive. Like, I have to get through Assassin's Creed Shadows, plus the DLC that I think inevitably drops very soon. Final Fantasy 16 and both DLCs, because I bought the deluxe edition as soon as they announced that shit was on Xbox, because I've been wanting to play Final Fantasy 16 since it fucking came out. And then there's also Metal Gear Solid Delta that I'm getting through right now, which is just as wonderful as I remember it being when I was a kid. I have had so much fun replaying through Metal Gear Solid Delta. I found out you could kill the end before even getting to the boss fight with him, because there's a section, and I probably posted a short of it by the time you see this video, but there's a section where there's a long-ass cutscene where you see, like, Bull, whatever the fuck his name is, and he's talking to Big Boss, and then at one point, the end gets wheeled out in a wheelchair, and then at the end of the cutscene, he's still just sitting there in real time in the real game, and you have like a 5-second window where if you found the sniper rifle, you could take a fucking shot at him and one-shot him, and he dies, and then you don't have to worry about him later on in the game. And I think it's fucking hysterical. And I love that kind of shit. Like, that's so creative that that was something that was thought of by the developers and the writers. They're like, players will probably do this, so let's just make it so that if they do that, it kind of pays off for them in the end. That's the kind of creativity that I love seeing in video games nowadays, because, like, you don't get a lot of that, honestly. It's very hard to find that kind of love and thoughtfulness all just rolled into one. So, yeah, anyways, that's, I'm sure I'll think of other things to talk about as I play through this for a little while, because I'll also give you guys a little bit of content in your money's and time's worth for this, but, you know, overall, this is where I'm at. I'm in a rock and a hard place right now when it comes to time and creativity and resources to be able to edit, stream, record, all that jazz. And so I want to try to find the most effective way to utilize each channel. And I may have also just bit myself in the ass by having 3 channels. While working as much as I do, and being in a relationship, and going to the gym, and also trying to maintain said relationship in a healthy manner. Not that that's an inconvenience to me whatsoever. I would not give up my relationship for the world, and I hope I never have to, ever. Because I think I'd rather die. But, you know, there are priorities that need to be prioritized as an adult. As a working adult here in the good old US of A. And I use that term very loosely. If you know me, you know my reasons. And if you don't know me, come ask me about it. And if you don't like it, sucks to suck. But that's not why we're here. Oh, okay, so Jurassic World Evolution 2. That's another game that I have that I actually really love. I didn't think I would love games like that as much as I do either. And bada bing, bada boom, here we are. I fucking love making dinosaur parks. I think I bought Jurassic World 2 when it came out originally, right? I think I played it for maybe about 6 or 7 hours, and then I just never came back to it. I don't remember the reasoning that I never came back to it. It's not that I thought the game was bad. I just think that I got distracted with other games, and then I just never got back around to touching it. But I finally decided to pick it back up after watching Jurassic World Rebirth, which was an okay movie. It wasn't great, but I don't think it's as bad or deserves as much hate as people are giving it. So, like, you know, do what you will with that. But I've been playing through it again, and then seeing all the stuff that they're doing for Jurassic World Evolution 3, and like how in-depth the customization is going to be is actually fucking insane. If you guys haven't seen a video on like how in-depth that shit is going to be, you should absolutely take the time to look it up, because it's crazy how much freedom and creativity the devs are going to be giving the player base. Like, you can build a building and you can customize almost every single detail about that building. Like, down to the furniture and shit that's on like the rooftop of like a preset for it. It's insane. And I respect that so much, because I'm sure that's something the player base probably really wanted. Especially after looking at videos of like park building tips, and then just seeing how creative people were actually getting with their park builds. I was like, holy shit, dude. And that's what frustrates me too, because like that's a part of me that I wish I could be as creative as they have been with their park builds, because I'm not that fucking creative. My whole thought process when it comes to building enclosures for the dinosaurs is like, all right, I gotta put this dinosaur in here, I gotta give it some water and some food, and make sure it has the happiest trees that it can have, and then that's it. That's how I do it. And that's not the full extent of how I should be doing it. There's so much more to it than that. There could be so much more to it than that if you were like putting some effort into it. But yeah, the level of creativity that some of these creators have for the game is astounding, and I give them nothing but respect, because I don't think I could ever actually have that level of patience and creativity to do it. But I would love to do videos on it, even if it's just me doing challenge modes or doing a sandbox mode where like I use like a spinner wheel to pick what dinosaurs I put in the park, or like what theming the park might be, or something like that. If that's something you guys might be interested in seeing too. And like, again, the whole point is I'm fishing for ideas here, because there are things that I like to play and there's things that I would love to make content on, but unless I can justify booting them up to do something with them on this channel, it's really hard for me to sit here and be like, yeah, I would prioritize making a video for this channel right now to do this, but I have to know that it's something that you guys might want to see, because I really don't. I keep saying it over and over, but I really don't have as much free time And it's just like, I would rather put that free time to use on the videos that I'm the most passionate about, which is horror and racing. But that's not to say that I don't want to put effort into videos for this channel either. It's a really hard thing because it sounds fucked up, and I hate that it sounds fucked up. It's not meant to sound fucked up. It's just Jared kind of like being realistic, because you have to be realistic too. I don't like being realistic. I've always been a dreamer. I'm a Pisces, so like, you know, Pisces are very creative, very emotional. Bless my girlfriend for putting up with me and my emotionalness sometimes. But you know, I have always, ever since I was a child, been a creative soul. I love having a goal and a dream to pursue, whether it was being a DJ in an EDM duo, or being a guitarist in a metalcore band, or a vocalist in a pop punk band, or even when I initially picked up being a YouTube streamer slash gamer way back in like 2014, you know, when I first encountered Markiplier for the first time and was like, that looks fun, I want to do that. I also would like to garner a really good community and do good things and have charity events and whatnot from video games, because that sounds like so much fucking fun. But, you know, I have always and will always have a dream and a passion, and I want to do something with that passion. And if I could turn that passion into something that helps pay the bills in my life, then I would absolutely love to do that. So it is what it is. It's such a long, stupidly complex thing. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate that I love to do these things. Helldivers. Helldivers is another one. Like, at the time of recording this, tomorrow, we get the next expansion slash free update for Helldivers 2, where we're going into the gloom. And they're, like, gonna be underground missions and shit with the bugs and the Terminids. We're gonna try to end the gloom once and for all. And it's gonna be fucking crazy. And, like, I really love Helldivers. I think it's a really fun game. I'm glad that I'm finally in a position where I can stream it and record it without my computer shitting the bed, because initially that's what was happening, was my computer just couldn't fucking deal with it, and it shit the bed. It was really annoying, and I hated it, but it is what it is. Technology will do what technology will do. But in a way, like, I would love to make content on Helldivers, but I'm not really sure what content people might want to see on Helldivers. So, yeah. If you have ideas or suggestions, I'm open to those too. Because who doesn't love spreading fucking democracy? I love spreading democracy. Sort of almost done with the back porch. Sort of. Okay. So now, pick this up, this here. Now we can get on the roof. Oh, this tile sprayed down. Is that bird shit? Yeah, it's bird shit. If you're still watching at this point, first of all, thank you. But second of all, if you're enjoying the content and you still want to see more, please, like I mentioned earlier, let me know your thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts on things that you might want to see. I really do value the community more than I think a lot of people know. I value the time and effort that I put in and the people that people choose to put in to watch my content. That means a lot to me. So, yeah. But also, if you guys have played PowerWash Simulator for yourself, how much time did you put into the game? How many hours do you have? What was one of your favorite levels to play? Pretty sure this has to be solved with this. Cleaning liquid. Multi-purpose. Right? Damn. Okay. Cleaning liquid. Can I buy more cleaning liquid? I think I can. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about this game that's really like relaxing and cathartic as you play it. And I'm really interested to see how the next game is going to go. Like, whoever thought that doing physical labor like this, like, it's not really physical labor, you know? But whoever thought that something like this would have been fun as fuck? Like, somebody really had the idea and was like, you know what? People would love to power wash shit. And a development company went, you know what? You're fucking right. And they developed an entire game, which is really well done around power washing. And it was it's so good. If you ever have a bad, shitty day, and you just need to unwind because you're fucking stressed, PowerWash Simulator. That is honestly one of the best things I can tell you. If you want to unwind and you've had a stressful day, PowerWash Simulator. Because doing this is just so relaxing. I can sit here, I can turn on some music, and I can just power wash shit, and everything will be just fine. Be relaxed. Maybe I'll have a little whiskey if I'm off the next day. And if not, I'll have like a Mountain Dew, even though I know they're terrible for me. I don't give a fuck, man. Sometimes you just need to wash the dirt off of some shit for a couple hours. And it works. Works like fucking magic. Let me not fall off this roof. Also, if my aiming abilities with this power washer are an indicator of anything in terms of my shooting skills and shooters, then you understand why I don't play shooters anymore online. Because I'm so fucking bad at shooters. Like, unbearably bad. And I really wanted to be good at them. I really wanted to be an Apex Legends player at one point. I really wanted to be a Warzone player at one point. Bro, let me fucking tell you, I was doo-doo dog water garbage at all of those games. Never fucking... Ugh. I mean, in fact, I'm pretty sure there's still videos on this channel. I'm pretty sure you can find a couple Apex Legends and Warzone videos on this channel, and you will see for yourself how fucking dog water I was at this game. And it sucks too, because when I would post clips of plays that I thought I'd made that were like decent, you have like the actual sweaty try-hard bullies come in and be like, dog, you fucking suck. Put the controller down, go fucking die somewhere. And I was just like, I was just trying to have fun, man. I'm just trying to enjoy my fucking life. And nope, they just want to bully the shit out of me. And my God, did they. They bullied me so hard. So, it just goes to show you, kids, that no matter how hard you try, you can't please everybody. And you shouldn't try, because some people just aren't worth it. And by some people, I mean a lot of the competitive fucking gamers. Can I pick up this ladder? I can. I can use it to get up here. Now, boy, this room is fucking filthy. I should probably take the extender off, though. Anywhere that has like a hard to reach stain just gets the multi-purpose. Get all the bird shit off, you know? All the whatever it is. Ugh, look at it all. Just cake. Oh, there's just so much of it. Also, if you guys know any tips on doing this maybe more effectively than I am, I will take those tips, because I'm probably wasting liquid, honestly. Some of you might just be screaming at me like, Jared, stop! It's too much! Or it could be just enough. Who knows? Okay, we'll start with that. And then I'll just... There we go. Walk it like that. Walk it like that. And now we can switch back to the other nozzles. So we'll start with the gutter. Get the inside of that there gutter all nice and clean like. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we gotta walk it back this way. Go. That should have been enough. So, for the sake of this episode, we'll finish the roof. Finish this roof, and then we'll be on our way with the video. And I'll give you guys something to ruminate and think about while I'm, while we're doing fun stuff. Just know that I thoroughly do appreciate everybody here. No matter what ends up happening to this channel, even if it does just end up being used for live streams over time, for variety content, just know I really do appreciate and love you guys. Doing content creation is one of the biggest joys of my life, second only to spending time with Stephanie, truly. And I know that sounds gross to say that in a video, but I also have to be completely honest. Because if any of you knew me personally before I met her, you knew that I was dealing with some of the most emotionally and mentally draining shit that I've ever dealt with in my entire life. And it was a rough time for me. It really was. I was not in a great place, and I ended up meeting somebody so special and so sweet, and who is 7 billion times better than I will ever be as a human, but I still try to be as good as she is. So, that's my person, and I will always put her first. But, just know that doing shit for this channel is also something I thoroughly love and enjoy, and nothing will ever change that. And if you really want to see more of me, even if it's not variety content, I'd love to have you guys over on my horror and racing channel, where I'm still me, just playing other games. And if we end up doing other games on this channel, like Monster Hunter or PowerWash Simulator 2 when it comes out, or Helldivers content, or whatever, that's okay too, And I'll have made this video for kind of nothing, but also it would have served a purpose, because it's like a precursor then. Oh, I fell off the roof. Let me up, let me up, let me up. Let me up. Okay. Back up we go. Clean this damn chimney so that way Santa's not fucking covered in shit when he comes down. If Santa even visits this house, because apparently this house is haunted. And I'm gonna be so fucking honest, if I was Santa and I knew a house was haunted, I'm sorry, the little kid that lives there, probably not getting presents. It's nothing personal, kid, but also, I don't fuck with ghosts. Sometimes the angles for these are there we go. So this is still the house roof. I'll put the short extension on. Such a weird angle. This thing. Aha, okay. Roof is clean, and now the gutter. Oh my god. Get off. Ya slut. Okay, there's that roof down there. I thought I cleaned the front of the house roof. Or gutter. Roof. No, roof and gutter. Okay. Well, that's something that I'll have to leave for next time. So, that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you've been with me since I started playing games and shit, thanks for believing in me. I hope you guys are still getting everything that you want out of my channels and my content, even if it's just a little bit. I do try to be as authentic as me of myself as I can be. But stop it, fucking whore. Get out. This way. This way. I said this way. I just want to get it through the fence. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I try to be as authentic as I can be when it comes to my content and all that jazz. And so, hopefully that is something that is very enjoyable for you guys. And if not, well, I'm not going to apologize for not being your cup of tea. That's just kind of how shit goes. It is what it is. But like I mentioned earlier, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you hit that subscribe button. You can check me out playing games like this and many others live on Twitch 2 to 3 days a week, depending on how much free time I have. And of course, I do have a horror channel, which is the Nightmare Horizon, and a racing channel, which is the New Horizon Racing channel. So be sure to check those out. I'll try to remember to link those down below in the description. Other than that, please be good to each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Whatever the fuck happens.